I have totally been forgetting to record it, and yeah, I think the riffing at the beginning is the most exciting part.
At least we think it's entertaining though, because it's
I
like
think
about
it's
our
entertaining.
lives.
It is
That's
entertaining.
probably why.
I think a lot of people would like it. Okay, I'm completely lost at what I'm doing right now. Hang on, I don't know what I did. I shut that shit down. Oops, that's recorded. Live on Facebook.
I was gonna try to do mine outside today, and it just.
I always
It was
think
just
that
like
that's
gross.
going to
Like
be.
it wasn't gross. It was just it. I should do it from the front porch because there's less like wind.
I want to do it, but then I'm always like, my neighbors will hear me, and that's just annoying.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't think that my neighbors would hear me. Or they may. I don't know.
Maybe my neighbors would be outside, and then they would be loud. Oh, I don't know why that was weird.
Typically loud.
Well, we've got kids all over, and they're playing. It's fine. They should. They need to blow off steam.
My yards are too small for kids.
Yep. Nope. Not ours. This is a very kid-friendly neighborhood. There's kids all over the place.
You should move.
I should move to a 55 and older community.
Then that would be boring.
Well, would it? I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
My neighbors are selling their house. Will you buy that?
Sure. Who are they selling it to? Anyone? Have they sold it yet?
It hasn't even been listed yet.
Are you listing it?
No, he's an agent.
Ah, that stinks. That's weird.
I listed my other neighbor's house, but this one will be better for you. It's bigger.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And it's next door. We could put like a fence. Like we could put like a gate in between our fence.
Oh,
there actually already is one, but.
How fun would that be? We could just I'd be over all the time.
Mike would hate me.
Nuh-uh. He'd be like, thank God she's like, I'm always over at your place. He'd be like, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, you'd probably come over here, and then he'd be alone. He'd be like, oh, this is great.
And I could play with your puppy.
Yes. We could go walks. You could go.
Yes.
He heard me.
Oh, puppers. Okay. We are talking. Do you remember?
About home
staging. About something else?
I thought we were talking about home staging. I don't care. We can, but.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh. Oh my gosh, my back just cracked from breathing. I'm an old lady.
Breathing?
Yeah, like I breathed in, like I took like a really deep breath, and like my back cracked.
That is not good.
It's not?
I mean, no.
Why? Am I in trouble? Should I go see a chiropractor?
Yes, I have a great one.
It's in Hilliard.
No, it's in Dublin. All right, you ready? I mean, everyone's probably been hearing all this anyway, but.
Oh, were we live? No.
Well, I was trying to connect.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Are you gonna?
I have my patio door open. All these bugs are coming in. I should close my screen, but like my screen is stuck, so it needs like the whole door needs taken out, and like reset, and so my screen's so hard to shut, so I just don't shut it. So then
that's not good.
I like walking around with an envelope, like just like trying to smack flies like an old man or something.
You need.
I want one of those electronic fly swatters.
I have one of those.
You do?
I do. Like the tennis racket.
That is a hot commodity.
I have one.
I need one. I need one of those.
Actually, what was more entertaining
Did you get it at Five Below?
No.
They're like $20 on Amazon. And I'm like,
$20. Maybe I did get it there. I don't know. We've had it a long time. I'll bring it to you. You can have it.
But it doesn't stop me from like, and then like last night, I like trapped it. I trapped the fly behind the blinds, and I was like,
it needs to stay there. I hate flies.
They're the worst, and they just don't go away.
No, and they and then when they start to die and they're all slow, and then
and then you can get them easy. You don't need an electric fly swatter, but like Zeke will like, he'll get them and he'll eat them.
Yes.
And so I was like, Zeke, get it. And he didn't. But.
Jake's cat was really good at catching flies.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
So good at it. In fact, I would let flies in just so she'd be entertained. Like she would get it soon and then eat it, or she would like toy with them. She would like put it in her mouth and then spit it out, and it would like crawl around, and she'd jump on it again, and it's really funny.
I forgot to start a watch
Do
party.
the watch party.
Yeah, so today we're talking about home staging.
Yeah, we had a request in one of the groups that I share our live videos in, the recorded ones, and someone asked for seller staging tips. So I had put a request out to home stagers to see if they wanted to be on, but I was also thinking that home staging and staging your home for sale, not that they're two different things, but I don't think that those tips would be what a seller actually wants. Because staging a home for sale is not decorating, right? It's not.
Right.
And I think that a seller, so the basic, what I was told by a stager is, in fact, that staging a home is actually a science. There's more to it than just putting items in a home. She would, like in a smaller room, use glass top tables, so it made the room seem bigger, not bigger, but it wouldn't seem smaller because everything's enclosed and tight. She would say that it's about placing things so that the eye rests somewhere and it doesn't, because I'm sure you've seen this as well. In a vacant home, it's much harder to sell because people can't grasp the room sizes. Sure. So
people are like, oh, these rooms are really small. I'm like, they're about the same size as the last house we saw.
I mean, literally, we were just in this exact floor plan.
Yeah, exactly. But people, they just can't visualize it. And I think that we've seen so many houses that we're kind of to that point that we can. I guess to go backwards.
Yes.
Number one thing is staging a home. The way you decorate and staging a home is completely different because the way you sell your house is not the way that you live. It's completely different. You cannot live in a stage like sell ready home for a long, long time. Like you have to keep it very clean, tidy. Like, I'm to the point, like put your knives away, put, your coffee maker away, put your toaster away, put clean, clear surfaces is number one. And so that's just not the way you live. Like you have to have those things out.
No, and there is stuff out. And I know I have a client that was, and I said, you really need like about 40% of everything that's out gone. Mm-hmm. And no, you can't live that way because like stuff on the countertops in your kitchen, you live there. So,
even in bedrooms, it's like, put your shoes away, take this dresser out of here. Can we cut it down to one nightstand?
Nope. No, I need both. So with that all being said, we've got some ideas on what to tell people, but also I asked Philip Hurst, who is photographer, videographer extraordinaire, maybe some ideas for getting homes ready for pictures, because I think that is more pertinent. I don't know that someone living.
That's the same.
Well, someone living in a home isn't necessarily going to hire a professional stager to come in and stage the items. I mean, they're not going to have someone necessarily come in unless it's vacant. I mean, I would doubt that they're going to be renting furniture or things that, his list that he gave me, quite honestly, is just stuff that, because you're living in a house, you kind of overlook. So I think this might be more along the lines of,
for sure.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Because I know I do. And I know when I was taking pictures myself, and then I would get to the editing, I'd be like, I didn't even see that. And it would be like towels not matched up in the bathroom, or like the bedspread was kind of wrinkly or something, So if you were going into a listing appointment, what would you say, like, what would you be telling sellers?
Number one is declutter, for sure. Declutter. And it's just, I literally will walk around to each room and say, if you can, take this out.
Yeah.
Throw it in your garage, basement, crawl space, storage pod, something to
Mhm.
just get rid of it, because I always try to explain, I'm walking in this room with potentially 2 to 4 other people.
Right.
We want this space to feel as big as possible.
Yeah.
So decluttering and removing furniture just out of like bedrooms, and like we talked about before, clean, clear surfaces. You want all of your surfaces to just be clear of debris. You know, fireplace mantles, like we don't want to see family photos on there, and we don't, you know, your coffee table, we don't want to see your remotes and things like that.
Yeah. I don't mind some family pictures. I think that, you know, a personal touch to a home is a good thing. But like if you have children and like names on walls, take that stuff down, because there, you know, there is a safety factor as well in that. And those pictures are going out on the internet. And you probably don't want pictures of your children or their names.
Right. I mean, I guess with that,
to see.
I kind of disagree, just because everything's on social media and Google, and you know, because they
and
have
people
like
should be
really
careful about that too.
They should. But you know, if they have these like really big cute names, like I don't typically tell them to take it down.
Oh, you don't?
No, not typically.
Yeah, I do every time.
Because they already know they have a kid, and it's I don't know. I think it kind of, I don't know. I've never really told somebody to take it down. I've seen it in a lot of houses, and I do agree with you to a point, because I've heard that too, to take that stuff down.
Yeah. I just, you know, whatever, personal preference. Right. We had taken a staging class, and we talked about this. I touched on this the other day, and I don't know what the reasoning behind it. I can't remember if she explained it, but she said put a green item in every room, like have a green touch in every single room. Do you remember why?
To bring like warmth and you know what I mean? Like the outside, like it's just supposed to like be comforting, I suppose. Like that's
and it doesn't mean a plant. It was like pillows could be green, like something.
I just kind of disagree with it. Just because like I'm not really into like just having like little fake plants all over the place. Right. Or you know, if there's no green in a room, like how can I incorporate it? Because green may not go in that room.
A green vase. Put a vase in that room.
Yeah, no, like sometimes green just doesn't go.
Sometimes it doesn't go with my color scheme.
Right. Well, and I, you know, obviously we walk into a lot of different houses, and some are very well staged. You know, it's like, oh wow, like they watch HGTV.
Yeah.
Other houses we go into, and it's like, oh, okay, but it still shows nice.
It still shows well, as long as it's clean and decluttered. I think that, you know, if you
complete difference, yeah,
you're not, and like I was saying, you're not going to be going out and buying or renting brand new furniture that is, you know,
I mean, you can, but it's not worth it.
Certainly, it's not realistic, though. I don't think. Painting is a great idea. Fresh paint. You know, and again, that doesn't mean like going out and painting all the woodwork trim white and gray, so it's updated.
Do that, though.
Well, I've had people do it who are planning on doing it, but I wouldn't say you have to do that.
No, I wouldn't say that either. And I'm obviously right now it's a seller's market, so you know, people are like, what can I do to get the most money out of my house? Well, this time you are going to get, like, this is the time that you're going to get the most money out of your houses right now.
Yeah.
At this point in time, I don't know that I really agree in like, you know, putting in stainless appliances, or, you know, changing out to granite, or, you know, doing a lot of big fixes. Like, you know, someone was asking me like, should I fix my master bathroom? And it's like, I don't know that you should. And he was like, it's a $60,000 job. Like, well,
no, because that's not going to be a dollar for dollar.
Right. It's a higher price point house. Right. But at that point, you know, let's do small things. Like, let's change out fixtures. Let's change out mirrors. Right. You know, let's give it a fresh coat of paint. Fresh
coat of paint does wonders.
Or flooring.
Yes.
You know, anything like that. Like, but to redo an entire master bath is a huge project.
It doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense if you're selling. So, and I think that's part of our job too. You know, like I think I go in and I look more at, you know, oh, your light switches are really dirty and your door jambs are really dirty. Painting those, getting those clean, trim,
Yeah.
painting the trim, you
Yeah.
know, doing some touch-ups on that.
Floors. And so, okay, so that's a good segue, very good, into this list. So you're so good at this. So the first item, and again, these are staging tips, and they're ideas, they're tips to get ready for photography, which is really the first thing that happens, because that's the first thing people are going to see. So number one, it kind of makes me laugh, but only because straighten artwork.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, but do you ever, like, do you get so desensitized to what's on your walls?
Well, mine, I already leveled it, like when I hung it.
I think
so.
your picture's crooked behind you.
It's actually not. It's
It
level.
is. It is. The corner behind your head is really, like, way far down.
It's like, no, it's not. It's
I can see it. No, it isn't.
You put a level on that.
You know, it isn't level. Those things. I can tell you that, because I put them up, and I had a level, but I was like, I don't know how that. I mean, I know how a level works, but like the thing I had was supposed to, like, doesn't matter.
Well, you just put a level in between each of them, like on two, like so between two, or if you have a long level, you put on all three.
Yeah, I didn't have a long level. I had a little thing that.
If you have a small level, put it in between like the left and the middle, and like the middle and the right.
Well, come do mine.
Okay.
Slumber party next week. You can fix my. You can fix my hanging.
Level that'll go all the way across.
Slumber party.
Yes.
That's fun. Every one you get level, shot of tequila. All right. Yeah, I know how to have fun. I know how to have fun.
I'm
okay,
like, this one's crooked.
Make it level. Okay, it's good. All right, number 2 was dining room charts angled towards camera. Chairs. Should be
I was
chairs.
like, charts.
It says
What
charts. It should
do
be
you have
chairs.
in your-
Dining room chairs angled towards camera.
What? No.
Fill up.
I don't get that.
Well, it's for photography.
No, but like that doesn't, like mine are centered towards my table.
I'll text him and ask.
It doesn't, I don't know what he means.
Okay. Blinds at half height line up with window frame. Yes. Natural light is good.
It also depends on what you see out the window.
He can change it. He can change it.
Yeah, I understand that, but like I also don't want unnecessary people coming through the house. Like,
what do you mean? Oh, no. I mean, like, you can put like a sunset.
No, I understand that. I just mean like, you know, if it's staring at another house, I'm not opening that blind halfway.
Good point.
So it depends on what it looks at.
I saw a video yesterday of someone it was a real estate TikTok, I think, or YouTube video, something. And they were going through, it was an agent going through the house, and they go to the bathroom and they go on the neighbor's house, and they have a sign up there says, buy this house and have a great view of our bathroom. By the way, we're fat. Like, I mean, so yes, your point is, yeah, you can see sometimes bad views. All right, this says, buy a few flower pieces, nothing too big or tacky, subtle and inviting.
Yeah, I like that.
That goes with the green thing.
Yeah, I have I have dried hydrangeas on my table at all time. Like,
that's pretty. I just bought a whole bunch of plants. I have a mixture of fake and real plants in my house, because real plants don't really grow. But then I was like, you know what? Let's try it again. And sure enough, they're all dying.
Get succulents.
No, I killed my succulent. My succulent for sure died. It's dead.
I actually went on a walk the other day and picked like wildflowers, and they're drying in my basement. So I'm going to see how those turn out, and I'm going to put them in my bedroom if they turn out well.
You're so naturey. Fans off. Lights on. Sink clear.
Sink clear. What's that?
Like, don't have stuff in your sink.
Oh, right.
How many times have you seen that in pictures? I've seen that in pictures.
I don't think I've seen that. At least not my pictures. I would get
not
mad.
the pictures for your listings, but in other listing pictures.
I'd be like, what's this?
Get out.
They know better than
Photoshop. Counter no water spots.
Yeah.
Clean your counters.
I mean, that will come out in pictures, I think, but.
Yeah, but I mean, but that's a good point for when you're showing a home too.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
like, so this goes back to living in a staged home is not really
Right.
realistic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so toilet seats down,
Mm-hmm.
new toilet paper rolls with a diagonal fold on the first sheet over the top, not the bottom.
Yeah, I don't really care for that either. I don't like when people do that. It makes me feel like I'm at a hotel and like people don't live like that. Like I don't fold your toilet paper before it comes to your house.
We had a cleaning person company years ago that would it was like a rush to who was going to use the bathroom first, because they would do that. They would fold it the angle, and it was like a hotel.
I don't like it.
Like
I don't like it.
I love it. Love it. I like it when
Isn't
it's in the
that
flower. I mean,
not like a cruise.
yeah, like sometimes people will put it in the shape of a flower. So have you ever seen that? I'll send you a video.
Great.
I need to learn how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Clean mirrors. Yes. No
For
toothpaste splatter.
Yep, for sure.
Stash laundry baskets and everything else in closets.
Soap dispensers.
Yes.
I hate ugly soap dispensers.
Put them out. If they're not decorative, put them away.
Oh my gosh, someone had actual like bar hand soap, and I'm like,
no, put that away. Or like, in fact,
toothbrushes.
Yes, put it all away.
Yeah, and I go through and tell people that. I'm like, you know, if you have stuff that like kind of just sits on your, you know, you know where to put it or something, but like,
just put it under the sink for a showing.
Well, like I had a client that had like a whole bunch of like makeup, like on, you know what I mean? Like, but it looked nice. Like it was like very clean, well kept. It was like on this like little mirror thing, you know, so just, that's fine.
Yeah.
Leave that out. But like, you know, there are small stuff like toothbrushes and, you know, little things that you would leave out typically, like toothpaste, toothbrush, hand soap.
Put it away.
Things like that. Yeah.
Put it away. Hide the baby chair. Take the infant seat off the dining table.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Yep.
That
goes along with dog stuff too, dogs and cat stuff.
Yeah.
Kids are like dogs, but you should hide like dog beds, like food bowls, anything that kind of draws attention to we have pets.
Yes, all of it.
That might be on there. I don't know.
No, it's not. That was it. That was the end of it. I thought I thought there was a couple more because of the way he sent it, but he says, so much. Ha ha ha. I could do wine and realty with you. Yeah, well, you were invited, buddy. Not my fault. You were busy. So
busy.
Yeah.
So busy's good.
Working
We're busy.
So busy.
Busy doing this.
All the time. I'm busy.
But I think that is important. You know, I had some like those tall like cat play things. Like absolutely not.
Yeah.
That can't be out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's and two, because then I almost feel like if you don't have, like there are, you know, we always talk about odors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
It's not, you know, if you don't have those odors, because not everyone does, but if you have stuff out, then people start thinking,
like, oh, that's what I'm smelling.
Yeah, like it's almost like a trigger. So if they weren't out, people wouldn't be like, ew.
Yeah. And I mean, you could typically sometimes smell when people have pets, but it's especially noticeable like when you have their stuff all over the place.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's nice. So if we do see a cute little picture of your pet and we can't smell it.
Yes. It's carpeted homes that you'll find that a lot in.
Yeah.
Not necessarily with the hardwood. So anyway, so that's the list. Is there anything else that you can think of?
I don't think so. And I mean, I guess to emphasize, like, that is what we do as well. We come through your house and we tell you, you know, what you should leave and what you should take in a room, or, you know, updates that you're thinking about doing. And is it worth it? Like, what's that going to produce you in the long run? This is all part of our job. So when we do a walkthrough with you, this is something that we talk about. Right. So I think that's kind of important, because a lot of people just don't see it and don't know, especially since it's their own house. So I think that's kind of important. Right.
Definitely you should have an agent come in. And it's the update thing that people always ask about. Paint, always worth the money. Replacing flooring can definitely be worth the money, but like big overhauls of kitchen remodels and bathroom remodels.
And Yeah, it's gonna depend too.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I remember getting a listing because another agent told them to paint. And I was like, I don't think so. I was like, get a magic eraser and clean up the walls. And,
Hmm.
it was multiple offers and it was, they didn't
Yeah.
need to paint. Like it showed really well. And they were able to just clean it up and like touch up the paint. And so that's an option too. So I think it's just going to depend on it's really it's different from house to house. So
It
sometimes
really
you
is.
paint, sometimes you don't. Like if you have funky colors, I'm going to tell you to paint.
Well, so that's the thing of it. Sometimes I don't. I'm like, it's fine. If it's an accent wall, it can be okay.
Mm-hmm.
I had a house in Gahanna a few years ago that had a
Mm.
huge
Oh.
east side years ago. But it had a huge accent wall, cathedral, 2-story, great room, and they had the fireplace painted red. It wasn't a bad red. It was a deep red. It was nice. So, I mean, and would have, and I was like, it's fine. But then it ended up, we did have a stager come in, and she was like, you need to paint that because people see that and they think I'm going to have to
It's
do that.
really high.
Yeah. And they don't want to. So, yeah, it can be a house by house.
It is. It's really house by house. And
Yeah.
so that's part of our job is to help you with that. So
Mm-hmm,
I think that's kind of important.
mm-hmm. We are done. We keep forgetting to toast, but cheers,
Yeah.
everyone,
Cheers.
to wine and realty. And everyone, I hope you have a good weekend.
Happy Thursday.
It is a good Thursday. It's a good Thursday. Sun went away though. Over
I know. I
here.
wasn't going to talk about it.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, so I have an idea. I will text you. I'll call you when we're done, but because no one else needs to hear this. Y'all don't need to hear this. Did anyone have any questions before we sign off?
I didn't even.
I didn't get any. So, all right, well.
Okay.
We'll see you
Adios.
guys later. Bye.